A Zeppelin is a rigid guided airship. It was named after the designer, the German Count Ferdinand von Zeppelin. Zeppelins became popular before World War I. They were used for civilian and military purposes as well. They had their heyday, however, during the 1930s. The first Zeppelins had cylindrical hulls, with the typical teardrop shape developed only later. Their most important structural feature was the rigid metal framework consisting of longitudinal girders and rings. The framework contained several separate bags, or cells, filled with hydrogen or helium gas. This lighter-than-air gas kept the structure in the air. Zeppelins were powered by engines attached on the outside of the hull, in gondolas. There was also a gondola extending from the front bottom part of the hull, used by the crew to maneuver the airship, control the engines, and communicate. Vertical rudders and horizontal elevator fins were used for maneuvering. Fuel tanks, passenger cabins, and other service rooms were built into the bottom of the frame. The LZ-129 Hindenburg airship was named after the late Paul von Hindenburg, President of Germany, who died in 1934. The airship lent its name to an entire class of airships and made its maiden flights in 1936. The Nazis, already in power at the time, used the airship for propaganda missions, with the swastika painted on the rudders and the Olympic flag painted on its hull to popularize the Berlin Olympic Games. This enormous structure was 245 meters long and had a volume of 200,000 cubic meters. It was powered by 4 diesel engines, with a cruise speed of 125 kilometers per hour. Its gas bags contained hydrogen. The airship could carry up to 70 passengers, but it was not the impressive technical data that made the Hindenburg famous. During one of its transatlantic trips in 1937, the airship caught fire and crashed over an airfield in Lakehurst, New Jersey, in the U.S., with many details of the circumstances still unexplained. 35 out of 97 people on board died in the accident, as well as 1 member of the ground crew, for a total of 36 dead. The disaster marked the end of the airship era.